what's up my friends? My name is Bill. Welcome to Cars That Last. On today's video, 5 viewer rides that have lasted 300,000 or more miles. Now, if you're new to my YouTube channel, I love cars that are known to be reliable, affordable, and can last a long time. My channel is a community of people that enjoy getting value out of the vehicles they drive. So I'm excited to share with you 5 viewer rides that have lasted more than 300,000 miles. So let's jump right into these cars. So these are actual real-world examples of cars that have lasted 300,000 or more miles and are still on the road today. Car number 1 is a 1997 Ford Escort. Now this is submitted by John in Washington State. He has 366,000 miles on the Escort. It also features a manual transmission. The 97 Escort features a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. He's still getting 35 to 38 miles per gallon. However, he does say it burns a quart of oil every 4,000 to 5,000 miles, which is not too bad for a vehicle with this mileage on the original engine and transmission. Now, maintenance items, he's replaced the timing belt and serpentine belt 3 times, the water pump once, a power steering hose at 155,000 miles. He's gone through 2 batteries, which I think is impressive because I seem to go through batteries a lot more. So for repairs, he's replaced a taillight pigtail. Tie rod ends went out at 180,000 miles. The original alternator was replaced at 203,000 miles, and the replacement was replaced at 349,000 miles. Valve cover gaskets at 256,000 miles. Front and rear main seals at 256,000 miles. The clutch at 256,000 miles. And the mass airflow and O2 sensors at 365,000 miles. Nice job taking good care of the Escort, John. Not too many of these old Escorts on the road still. I know in my area here in Minnesota, they are subject to rust. Car number 2 is from Rich in Rochester, New York. Rich has a 2004 Toyota Sienna with 402,000 miles. Rich still has an untouched 3.3 liter V6 engine and the original automatic transmission. Rich says it's not bad for a vehicle that spends 5 months in the snow. If you're in the market for a good used minivan, the Toyota Sienna is going to be one of your top picks. I did make a video on the top 5 minivans that last 300,000 miles. The Sienna's at the top of the list. You can check out that video here. It doesn't sound like John has too many other repairs with these Siennas. They are, again, fairly reliable. Thanks for sending in the pics, John. Car number 3 is a Toyota Land Cruiser. This is sent from Eric in West Virginia. It just turned over 300,000 miles. What's really interesting about this Land Cruiser is Eric actually just bought this Land Cruiser last November with almost 300,000 miles. What's also interesting is this Land Cruiser has the TRD, the Toyota supercharger on it. These Land Cruisers are tough as nails. I created a video about the Land Cruiser and how many of these things can be seen at over 300,000 miles. The engines in these, they are such a well-built vehicle. Now the supercharger hasn't done as well. Again, it's not a standard feature for the Land Cruiser. This was an aftermarket add-on to increase horsepower. Eric said the Land Cruiser was so well taken care of, and he has all the documentation for it, including records that show the supercharger had to be rebuilt at 60,000 miles under warranty. It was rebuilt again at 150,000 miles, and then again at 250,000 miles. Eric also said he replaced the throttle body, which is a fairly common replacement for the Land Cruiser. He had to replace the hood struts, and he had a passenger light that was cracked, but not necessarily a deficiency of the vehicle. You can see by these photos, that's a tough looking Land Cruiser. Now the Land Cruiser is notorious for some not so good gas mileage. I can only imagine what the gas mileage is with the supercharger on it. But either way, Eric, thanks so much for sending in the pictures, and I hope you enjoy that Land Cruiser. If you want more information on the reliability for a Land Cruiser, check out this video right. Car number 4 is from the Wilson family from Fairway, Kansas. They have a 2004 Buick LeSabre, which has over 350,000 miles. Now you're going to notice right away the odometer picture has only 266,000 miles. They said that the odometer broke and was replaced after 4 years of driving. So the 350,000 miles is an estimate. However, this car has been used as a daily commuter, traveling 196 miles per day. The LeSabre still has the original 3.8 liter V6 and the original transmission. They also say this is the most dependable car they've ever owned. The only other main repair that they've done on the vehicle is to replace the rear struts. Now, I've done a couple different videos featuring that 3.8 liter V6. You can check out one of those videos here. General Motors did a great job with that engine. If you're looking for a reliable, used, cruising type of vehicle, you can find one of these at a relatively affordable price. A reminder that GM no longer makes the 3.8 liter V6, but it has proven to be a 300,000 mile engine. And car number 5 is a tie. I'm going to feature two cars because they're fairly similar, both Ford products. The first vehicle is from Mark in Maryland. He has a 2001 Ford E150 van. He bought it in 2003 with 47,000 miles. Now has 339,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. In addition, if you're looking for information on cargo vans, I did a video, top 5 cargo vans that last 300,000 miles, and the Ford was at the top of that list. And the other Ford product I want to feature is from Brian in North Carolina. He has a 2004 Ford Expedition, which also features the 5.4 liter V8. Brian's Expedition has 450,000 miles. It's still on the original engine and transmission. He says it's the best vehicle he's ever owned. All right, guys. Well, again, what makes my channel great is you guys. What kind of vehicles are you driving? Do you have any vehicles that you want to share? I'd love to put them on a video to share with the community. Feel free to send me an email of the car along with a picture of the odometer and any history you'd like to share. If you notice I'm wearing purple, don't hold this against me, but the Vikings are on in about an hour. It's also getting cold tonight, below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got to bundle up. As you can see, the fall colors behind me. As always, thanks so much for watching. Namaste.